Is it that time of the week? Is it? Is it
It is.
really? We've been waiting so long. I can't stand it. You ditched us on Sunday, but here he is because he's the head of the Mafia. He can do whatever the F he wants. You got it? And his
Right,
name
exactly.
is AJ Bokine.
Good morning, my Ozaki County friends. Good morning. How are you doing?
It could be global. People could be tuning in from all over.
Yeah. Good morning, world. Good morning, world. Oh, wherever you are. Good. Whatever time it is to you.
They have a Doctors Without Borders. This is AJ Without Borders.
Yeah, exactly. No borders there. Great. We got a.
You know who I am? I'm Mo Green.
Right out of the gate.
Yes. We got a loaded show for you today. Loaded show.
Okay, what are you loaded with, AJ?
Breaking news. Adrian Griffin, after 43 games, got the old you're fired from John Horst. So I gotta say, despite their record, I'm not surprised.
All right.
Because their lack of defensive detail was very apparent from the jump, and I believe that's why. But I believe that's why he finds himself without a job today.
They went from like 4th in defense to 22nd. They were 4th last year to 22nd.
And they only changed the defensive coverage for 3 games. So.
Yeah. Well, okay. So you think if you were John Horst, if you're AJ Horst,
yes,
would you have made this move?
Yes.
All right, AJ Horst.
I told my dad the other day, I can't even watch this team play right now.
Really? You?
Because they don't even play any defense. So I said I can't even watch them play and have fun with it because they don't play any defense. So.
Okay, hold on though. The coach can put in the concepts. Maybe the players don't agree with it. However, it's still up to the players to play hard.
To execute it. Yeah, right.
So how much of this is the players? Did the players submarine this dude? Did they just want him out of there? Undermine him, AJ? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I don't think so, though.
Okay.
That would be a total lack of respect for the game, and I don't think they would just submarine him, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair. So you are in favor of the move?
Yeah. And I already have my potential candidate lined up.
Well, hold it. Let's just talk about the Adrian Griffin. He's been an assistant in a lot of places. His first shot as a head coach.
Yeah.
People are shocked by this, but then you hear the details, like the players didn't buy into his concepts, and the other night Giannis was drawing up stuff on the sideline when the coach should have been doing it. So it's not all, when you hear the inside stuff, it's not all that surprising. However,
and you saw it on camera too. For those who didn't see it.
Yeah,
he was drawing up stuff.
Okay, I think the Bucks front office is getting a pass on this. I mean, they are 2-3 seasons removed from doing a championship. They fire the head coach who was the most winningest coach for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And they select this guy out of everybody.
Yeah.
Although I did see a headline, I didn't read it, that said Giannis did not want Nick Nurse. He wanted Adrian Griffin.
Yeah.
So is the Bucks front office getting a pass? AJ?
I think so. I love the Bucks and I love Don and I love the front office, but I think this is a quick move. This is we messed up move, so now we gotta try to make up for it.
Okay, well, people make mistakes, so now they've admitted their mistake by firing him. What happens now, AJ? I saw where Joe, is it Prunty? How do you pronounce it?
Joe Prunty. The players love Prunty, but I don't think it's a long-term solution. I heard a report today that they've already reached out to Doc Rivers, which would be a home run, I think, because Doc played at Marquette. He's a Milwaukee guy. He's not a Milwaukee guy, but he's a Marquette guy. He's a local guy, and he's well known and well respected. So I heard it, but
I heard that too. I also heard that the Bucks contacted him to kind of be an advisor to Griffin before he got canned.
Yeah, right.
So that didn't help his
Right.
being an advisor. My question to you is, well, I guess in my opinion is that Doc's a little overrated. I mean, he's won one championship
Yeah,
when he had three really good
Yeah.
players.
I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, yeah, he he didn't do much with Embiid and Harden either. So
Yeah, he didn't do that. He didn't do it well. What's his name? The turd. But he was with the Clippers, and they didn't do anything.
yeah, right.
They had a little bit of talent there too.
Yeah, right.
So why is he so? His career record is like a 60%, but his playoff record is only like 4 or 5 games over 500.
I think it's a lack of adjustments, to be honest with you. Usually when you play when you play a playoff series, you gotta make adjustments game in and game out. I think if you're not good at that, you struggle. So
Okay. Well, next question, sir, is would you question number one is, and I'll put these all together. Would that be a good hire for the Bucks? You said it was a home run, I believe earlier. Second is, if not Doc Rivers, if they said AJ, of the people who are available, if you had no other thing but to say that you wanted them, who would you choose to be the Bucks coach?
it's a name out of the blue, but Nate McMillan.
I like that one.
Yeah, he's a stickler for details, and I love the style. When he was in Portland, when he was in Indiana, I just love the style. I, I like the style that he plays. I like the style that he coaches. The discipline. I just like that name. So
I rarely agree with you, but on this one I do. I think that's an excellent. I didn't even think of him. Excellent suggestion. He's a defensive guy too.
Yeah, right.
As a player.
Right.
Okay. Very cool. Do you think will the Bucks stick with Prunty through the playoffs this year? Or are they going to hire somebody before that?
No, they'll hire somebody before that. No. I gotta think they'll hire somebody before that. You gotta have somebody with credibility. Well, although he's got credibility within the organization, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think that it's a done deal with Doc Rivers?
Yeah, I think they're just waiting, buying time.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
Now, to America's favorite firing, Joe Barry, after 3 seasons, is gone.
What? I was just going to ask you, do you think that they should fire him?
He's gone.
It's official?
Yep.
When did you hear that? 10 minutes before we went on the air, for God's sakes?
30 seconds ago.
Really?
It just came across my phone.
Do you think it's a good move?
Yeah, they had to do something.
What about the defense played pretty well in the playoffs?
Yeah, but the problem is they don't make adjustments in the beginning of the year. If they have that much talent, they should make adjustments in the beginning of the year and play that well all year long.
Do you remember every time I heard his name, I always thought of Joe Barry Carroll. Are you old enough to remember a player?
Yes, my dad always brings it up to me. Joe Barry Carroll.
He was a big center for Purdue, and then he bounced around the NBA.
Yeah.
Okay. Good move. So you think, and do you have any idea of who they would now be considering?
I got one name for you. But
okay.
I don't think he'll transfer over.
All right.
Mike McDonald. I don't think he'll leave Baltimore, but
no, he'll only leave for a head coaching gig. He's too big. He's one of the hot coaching candidates now.
Or this is a new one, or not so new if you're a Wisconsin fan.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Jimmy Leonard.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yes, sir. I mean, the dude's got NFL experience. He's not a rook at this gig. I think he'd be a good.
He's not a rook at this gig. Listen to you.
I think he'd be a good
Mr. Jargon.
I think he'd be a good fit, and he's a Wisconsin guy, so I think he'd be a good fit.
All right, I'm marking that down. Do you think he would have the players buy into him?
10 years in the NFL, I think so.
Okay. I love that. Not a rook at this gig. All right. Do you think there's any chance of that happening?
No.
Okay.
As much as I'd love to see it, no. They're gonna go. they're gonna go with somebody with a proven NFL track record.
Well, what about wasn't Brandon Staley a defensive coach before?
He's not. No.
What?
That ain't, that
What?
ain't- no, that ain't happening.
Why not?
He can't coach. The dude.
Well, hold on. Time out. There's a difference between being a head coach and being a coordinator.
Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, it could. I mean, I guess it could fit, but I don't.
Some people are great coordinators and they get a head coaching gig and it's too much for them.
Not a right fit. Yeah, I guess it could be a good fit.
Yeah, he was not a good head coach, but he was a hell of a coordinator, a defensive coordinator. That's what got him that head coaching gig.
Yeah, right. You're right.
What about the ex-Bear who just got fired from the Washington Commanders, Ron
Rivera?
Yeah.
I think Ron may have to go back to being a coordinator to get another head coaching job. I think he'd be good.
I saw he just interviewed somewhere to be a coordinator, defensive coordinator.
Yeah. I think he'd be real good. He'd be real good. But yeah.
Okay. Are you surprised by the Joe Barry firing?
No.
Okay.
No. I've been calling for it for weeks.
Okay. You're tough. Mo Green is a sissy compared to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Okay. Another big story out of yesterday.
Yes, sir.
A Hall of Fame baseball.
Yes, sir.
And it was Joe Mauer. Who all got in here?
Beltre and someone else.
Yeah, hang on.
Speaking of baseball, there was a big sneaky signing today.
I saw it. If I'm thinking the same one you are.
Yes.
Which is?
Rhys Hoskins to the Brewers.
Oh, that's not the one I was thinking of.
No, big sneaky signing.
Do the Brewers always only have sneaky signings? Is it good?
It's good. He actually was the center of the Phillies lineup 2 years ago until he tore his ACL.
I thought you were going to talk about the Astros splurging on star closer Josh Hader.
That's not a sneaky signing. That's not a surprise. He was an Astro before.
He reportedly agreed to a 5-year, $95 million deal with the Astros.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
They don't need trash cans to be closers. they don't involve. That doesn't involve trash cans.
Oh, you are a beauty.
That doesn't involve trash can, boys. So it'll be interesting. So it'll be interesting.
Adrian Beltre, Joe Mauer, and who else got in? Yeah.
Scott Rowland?
I don't think so. No, Todd Helton.
Not surprising. Well deserved.
All right. Before I complain about it, what is the criteria? How do people?
75%. I think.
What's that?
75% of the vote.
Oh, I don't care about that. The votes. I mean, what do you think qualifies a player? Forget the voting. In your eyes, I mean, what? I mean, if they get 3,000 hits, or if they win 300 games,
that's a shoo-in.
Those are thresholds.
But I think now it's more like 250 in terms of wins, and now it's more like 300 in terms of hitter. I think.
Okay.
Because of the way the game has changed. So.
Yeah, the game has changed. This is the first player from the 3,000 hit club who didn't get in. Was, do you know?
Who?
In 2011, Rafael Palmeiro.
Palmeiro was accused of steroids, though. So
received 11% of vote, nowhere near. Alex Rodriguez, also 31-15 hits, 696 homers, has not yet been admitted.
Yeah, he won't, and he won't be admitted because he admitted. So there you go.
Roger Clemens, 354 wins. He's the only 300-win pitcher not enshrined in the Hall. And Barry Bonds, it did not make it either. Do you think those four?
Now, I will make this claim. Before juicing, Bonds was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But I don't. I agree with you that he shouldn't be in because of his usage. But I'm
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
in his Pirates career he was a Hall of Famer. Without. But I don't agree that he's. I'm not saying he should be in, but I'm saying if he wouldn't have done it, he would have been Hall of Fame.
What do you think? There are some guys who have done some pretty shitty things who have made it into the Hall.
Yeah.
Do you think that PED guys will ever be admitted into it?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I just think that that was a. I don't think the era of baseball wants to be a part of that. You know.
Okay. Yep.
I just don't think they want to be a part of that. So.
Agreed. Pete Rose, what do you think? Will he ever be on?
I think as a player he should be, but I don't think he will be.
Okay. All right. Have you ever heard of the statistic called JAWS?
No.
Okay, this guy came up with it. Baseball writer Jay Jaffe has ideated a metric that solves some of this for the Hall of Fame. JAWS, it's called. It incorporates both the player's career wins over replacement WAR and that of his 7 best seasons, synthesizing them into one number. Dominance matters, and this stat adjusts for that and lessens how much compiling can impact a player's case. So, let's see. Like the highest one in the Hall of Fame JAWS in history would have been Willie Mays. Second, Ty Cobb. Third, Trish Speaker. Fourth, Mickey Mantle, and a lot of famous guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I just don't want like Buster Olney, that baseball writer who favors everything about New York.
Yeah. Right.
Puts this out. Adrian Beltre should be a lock for first ballot election to Hall of Fame. 3166 hits, 477 homers, 1524 runs, 1707 RBIs, 5 Gold Gloves, 6 top 10 MVP voting. If you ask me, I guess I'm not a good barometer because I don't follow. Baseball has driven me away from baseball.
Yeah.
To the extent I used to be. I'm still know some of the stuff, but I couldn't tell you who he played for.
Pretty much the Rangers.
The Rangers. It seems to me that the Hall of Fame, I don't know what it means anymore because the guys getting in aren't that famous.
Well, and the guy, and you got to think too. For me, a Hall of Famer, guys don't go in on specific teams anymore like they used to either. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be a Hall of Famer now and play for the question. People ask, "Oh, who's he going to win for?" He had 300 homers with this team. He had 100. He batted 350 with this team. I mean, guys go in now and it's not as I don't think it's as credible because guys go in now and they're in 6 different teams. So.
Okay. You're good with the 3 who got in though this time?
Yeah, Todd Helton had a great career with the Rockies. He Beltre, you said Beltre didn't get in, right?
I think Beltre did, and Mauer did, and Helton did.
Yeah, I'm good with that as a observer of the early 2000s era of baseball. I was very much in favor of those 3.
Okay. All right. What else you want to talk about? Badgers won last night.
Badgers won, big win. Road in Minnesota. Dawson Garcia missed 2 free throws. That was beautiful. Because Dawson was a Marquette guy, and he didn't play well for Marquette. He transferred to Minnesota. So
yeah, he kind of marches around. I didn't watch the whole game, but I saw some of it.
I didn't watch any of it because I was busy. So.
All right.
We were at East. We were at West last night. So.
Oh, how'd that go?
We won won by 20. So didn't play well, but won by 20. So
1-20. Okay.
yeah. So
That's not bad.
yeah. So it wasn't.
Sometimes you got to win when you're not.
It was. We played about a C game, to be honest with you, because we were returning from Minnesota, and you could just tell we didn't have any legs left from the trip. So not to make an excuse, but we got to play better. So it was good.
All right. Well, you know it. I'm sure you'll let the players know it.
Yeah, it was good. We play tomorrow and Saturday as well. So
Who do you play tomorrow?
play East tomorrow.
Which East?
And
I'm sorry.
West Bend East.
West Bend East. Okay.
And
How are they?
They're,
What's the scouting report on them?
they're okay. They're 6-6, and they're 6-6 overall. They're okay. They're the better of the two East. They're the better of the two West Bend schools. You know,
Okay.
I'm not suggesting this as a coach from a different league, but I'd be very intrigued to see if the West Bend schools ever combined, what they would look like, because I think they have some talent at both schools, but it's one big school, but it's two different schools, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It
But-
doesn't make sense, but I know what you mean because I've been around it.
Yeah, I mean, I would be very intrigued to see if they ever combine, what would happen. So
Okay.
I don't think it'll ever happen, but I'd be very intrigued.
Okay. Who do you play on Saturday?
Marquette,
And how are they?
they're really good. They're ranked 5th in the state. So
What do you rank? Big shot.
7th.
Oh, okay.
We're 12-3. Our 3 losses are to Nicolay, Wisconsin Lutheran, and De Pere. So,
Okay.
and
Three-
3 solid losses. So it's all good. But yeah. So
Okay.
yeah.
Where are you playing on Saturday?
Saturday's at Germantown.
Saturday's in Germantown.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on with that?
It's a classic tournament. It's a classic. We're the 6 o'clock game on Saturday.
Oh, that's a good time frame.
Yeah.
You should get a big crowd, I would think.
Yeah, we should get a big crowd, and also this weekend is fantasy football party for me
Oh,
on Sunday.
your life is party, party, party. Everywhere you go is a party. Who do you think you are, Mo Green?
It's hosted by Doug. So it should be
Hosted by your agent
the agent
/ father / the Italian Scorpion.
slash the 3rd place finisher.
There's a lot of slashes. He's more slash than who was that quarterback for the Steelers once upon a time?
Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart from
Yes, sir.
Colorado.
Yes,
Heisman
sir.
Trophy winner. Did he win the Heisman?
Yeah, he did.
I think he did.
He did. He did.
At Colorado.
He and Ahmad Rashad were on the same
Oh,
team. Is that right?
no, I think Ahmad Rashad was an old Vikings receiver.
Yeah.
But I know who you mean though. There's somebody else.
Not Ahmad Rashad. Somebody else with that similar name.
Yes, at Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. They went in and beat Michigan at home. At Michigan at home. All right.
On that crazy Hail Mary that's still on the highlights today.
Good.
So.
Couple last questions for you.
Yes, sir.
Because we're running short of time.
Yes,
Joe Prunty, how long do you give him in the seat before he's replaced?
I don't know. I thought they came into it. I thought they would fire Griffin with a plan. So I thought the plan was to go with Doc Rivers originally. But I don't know.
It probably is. I mean, they've already been talking to him.
Yeah.
All right. Then does Doc Rivers bring in a whole new system midway through the season? What's going to happen?
I hope not, because it's not going to work out. You know, Atlanta tried to do the same thing with Quinn Snyder last year, and I don't think it worked out very well. I mean, they of course they made a run into playoffs, but they came up a little short in the so it'll be interesting. I'm intrigued to see what happens tonight, because they do play Cleveland tonight, and Cleveland beat them. I think that was really what set the fire. What set the fire in motion was they got, about a week and a half ago, they got blasted by Cleveland at Cleveland. I think it was 22-2 at one point.
Yep, that was the start.
That was the start of.
Giannis didn't play.
But that was the start of the end because the effort just wasn't there.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. One last one. Asked by Joe Brunty. I never asked you. Would you, if you were the Astros, would you have signed Josh Hader to a
No.
big deal?
No.
I don't think he's reliable.
The consistency is inconsistent. So there you go. So
Okay.
my answer to not for $18 million a year, which is what he got.
Okay. Marquette plays DePaul tonight.
Yeah.
Did you give a speech to DePaul?
No.
Oh.
I'm glad I didn't because Stubblefield got fired.
Oh. I didn't know that.
My buddy's still on staff though. So
You liked that guy, didn't you? The head coach?
I did. They just couldn't. It's tough to win in
Yeah.
Chicago because if you can't keep the kids in Chicago, and if you can't keep the Chicago kids in Chicago, you're gonna struggle.
Yeah. DePaul just doesn't have that. At one time, they had a great reputation. Not no more.
The '80s.
Yep. Yep. The 80s.
You can't rely. You can only rely on the '80s so often, right?
That's right. Gotta be tough, like Mo Green.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Anything we haven't talked about that you wanted to cover?
No. We covered it all. Keep in mind if you're just keep in mind if you're traveling today. I know I went out last night for our game. And
Mhm.
it was nasty out there. So just keep in mind, take it slow, be courtesy of other drivers, and just have a great day, everyone. Just enjoy the day. And
What do you know about being courteous? You're like the least courteous person I've ever met.
I know I'm not a good driver either, so that's a bad combination. But I try.
I'm an excellent driver and the most courteous person you'll ever meet.
Right. We all are.
Okay, good. Well, we'll talk on Sunday morning. You can make your conference championship predictions at that point.
Yes, sir.
And
big time weekend, 2:00 and 5:30.
2:00 and 5:30. All right. Well done, AJ. You only slept through half of this one.
Well done.
You're coming around. There's hope for you yet.
Bulldog, send me the link if you can.
Bulldog. Good luck.
Yeah.
Bulldog's doing something. If he says he's going to do something, you can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say.
I'm about 4 shows behind, so it's all good. It's all good, Bulldog. Though. I appreciate the opportunity. So.
All right, that'll wrap it up. One last, AJ finishes with a slam at Bulldog for the end of this AJ Sports Mafia, this edition of it.
We'll see you on Sunday morning, 11 o'clock.
Great. See you, AJ.
Yep.
You